For my program portfolio project, I chose to create a retail store that sells and rents out Disney character-inspired costumes. The store will sell costumes from classic animated Disney films, as well as affiliate companies such as Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars. The store will carry costumes for both children and adults in a wide range of sizes for different body types. I would open the store in the Central Florida area, making it easy for tourists from all over to come visit. I would make a licensing agreement with Disney that would allow me to use the likeliness of their characters in exchange for giving them a portion of the profits. Information systems are a great benefit to any type of organization, my own included. Personally, I believe this can be measured and scoped out by how well information systems help me gain profit, as well as help me retain the longevity of my business. One type of information system that does both is one that is used for handling databases. As mentioned in the textbook, Information Systems for Business and Beyond, information systems specifically used for databases exist to not only collect and retain data, but also translate the information into knowledge to help the decisions for the business. The textbook also gives the example of Walmart. This world-leading retail store uses the information system Retail Link. This is used to collect information for Walmart's various vendors to allow them to see how well their products are selling and act accordingly from this information. There are various forms of databases managing I can choose from. For example, data mining systems make it easy to track trends and patterns to make decisions. For my store, I could use it to track how popular a specific costume is to determine if I should keep more in stock or reduce the inventory to save money. The requirements for the information system I choose include it being user-friendly and that it can help me ensure the success of my business. My information system would also need to be able to handle any aspect that is required for a retail store. That means the system would need to be able to handle data collecting, inventory, accounting, finance, etc. One system that would be able to do that is an enterprise resource planning system, also known as an ERP system. As shown in the textbook, ERP systems are capable of handling various aspects of business. This includes HR, accounting, finance, planning, sales, as well as any other function. ERP systems help centralize a firm's information, making it easier to make a decision that could benefit said firm. I plan to have a small operation for my business. I would be the owner and manager, and I would hire an assistant manager for when I'm not at the store, as well as a few sales associates to interact with the customers. My team would need to have great customer service skills, as well as know how to use a POS system and handle transactions, and an inventory system to keep track of the merchandise. As the manager, I would be responsible for managing information systems as the Chief Information Officer, known as the CIO. As mentioned in the textbook, this is someone who is in charge of the information system function and uses this information to make decisions for the business. As mentioned previously, a system I would most likely use is an ERP system. This is due to the fact that ERP systems can cover all the different areas in a business maintenance, making it easier to use. Being able to run this system would be a necessary skill that will definitely help my business succeed. I would buy an information system instead of building one. This is due to the fact that they are normally cheaper to purchase than to build, as well as being faster to install and set up. As mentioned in the text, there is also a less likely chance of bugs in the systems because it has been tested and used before being brought to the market. I would choose a proprietary system for my business. This is because I believe the benefits are better than that of an open source system. Some benefits include that they are more secure than open source systems, and the developer of a proprietary system offers technical support for the software. The best information system will be different based on the individual or organization who will be using it. Personally, I would evaluate different systems based on how user-friendly they are. For my business, I would want something that I can easily use myself that also offers the options of tech support if needed. One of the best ways to select a provider is through reviewing their business. This includes looking at their customer reviews as well as understanding the services and functions their systems provide. The best provider will mostly depend on what you need the system to do. For example, for my store, I would want a system that is already equipped with all the functions I need and that is also user-friendly due to the fact that I am a novice with these types of systems. With this criteria, I would avoid purchasing a system with a complex function or that only offers certain aspects. As recommended by the textbook, the website sourceforge.net offers different applications to review and potentially use. As mentioned previously, I would most likely get an ERP system for my store. This is due to the fact that these type of systems offer multiple functions that a business would need to run properly. Based on the online article, How Much Does an ERP Implementation Cost by Chandler Hutchinson, the cost of implementing an ERP system annually for small businesses could be as little as $10,000 up to $150,000, depending on the model, the amount of users allowed, the type of organization using it, and the number of locations it's covering. My business would only have one location and I would be the only user for the system. With this in mind, I believe that the cost of implementing this system would remain low. Now, if my business does well, I might need to add more users or a new location, but at least for the first few years of business, I will keep the organization small to keep costs low. The web article, How Long Should an ERP Implementation Take?, mentions that it takes anywhere from 6 months to 2 years to successfully implement an ERP system. This time varies depending on how big the organization is and the complexity of said system. Due to the fact that it can take a while to properly set up the ERPs, I would use the implementation methodology direct cutover to expedite the process. This is described in the textbook as when an organization picks a specific date to switch to the new system and the old system will become unavailable. Because my business would be new and I will not have started a different system previously, this transition should not be hard to implement. There are some risks that can definitely come about with the installation of some information systems. One problem can be that the system could have bugs or just be difficult to use. Some ways to get around this is to pick a system that offers technical support options or at least is well reviewed by others. Another issue that could come about is that the information system that is chosen does not offer function needed for that business. For example, say for my store, I implement a system that does not have an inventory function. A solution to this would be to either switch to a system that offers inventory as well, or purchase a separate system to handle inventory. There is much to consider when implementing in a management information system for a business. However, as long as the necessary research is done to pick a system that matches the needs of the firm, the business will continue to succeed.